standing right in front of me, speaking words of wisdom. Let it be. Speaking words of wisdom. Let it be. All right. Time to reduce the short. All right. 47,000 on the day. Testing previous support range. If we end up actually breaking below that, then I'll end up covering. What's going on, guys? It's Ricky here with TechBit Solutions. Just been waiting for this play to play out, right? We talked about this last week. Even last week, some people said that I was a little bit early. I think the idea was there. And even last week, we went from highs of 486 all the way to lows of 472. Today was just kind of more of the icing on the cake, and it's really just the beginning, because if the NASDAQ market continues to sell off, it's just going to be putting Meta in a really unfortunate position, because we also have Tesla selling off. Tesla seems to be one of the biggest losers of the day, down 6.7% on the day and dropping. So really, I feel like I have almost like an ideal setup for new lows. If we break below 460, where can Meta go? Again, this is just my opinion, but from 460, we have that support at 455, and then from 455, it's going to be that 450. From 450, it's going to be that lovely 445, 440, all the way working our way back down to that $400 a share. Are we going to get that? Not too sure. I'm just going with the flow. Right now, market's a little bit more on the bearish side. Obviously, Meta, because of when it reported earnings, becoming very overvalued after announcing that it was going to be reporting and giving dividends. That's great, but that changed nothing about the actual, financials of Meta. If anything, it's just going to cost Meta more money, but obviously it's more attractive to shareholders, which, you could see why it gapped up. But it's not like it announced like NVIDIA, right? NVIDIA is a completely different monster. NVIDIA was running up today due to this price analyst that, again, it just ends up correcting itself. They're short-lived catalysts. And I think that's the thing that not enough people understand, is that, it's great that the market reacts in a positive way from time to time with these things, but at some point or another, that news is no longer going to be relevant, right? It's not significant enough to kind of carry through the market, and then the market ends up correcting itself, or that individual stock. So glad that we reduced our position size here. I reduced it by about 1,500 shares. If this thing begins to run up, then again, that just means that I have another opportunity to re-enter a short position at a more favorable price. This is I'm just kind of chilling today, waiting and watching for the market to drop. And if we end up getting that break below, then I'll make sure that I announce it to our LPP team, who gets all of my trade updates. So again, I trade live every morning. They got to see my entry and my adding more to my Meta short, which was very simple and very easy to see. Direction was very favorable. Again, it's kind of just those days that you either work with the market or you don't. And today is just one of those days where I'm dancing with the market other than dancing against it, right? Friday didn't necessarily feel the same. It was quite the opposite. But today, things are looking a lot more favorable, a lot more bearish, which is great because I'm shorting, which means I'm making money as this stock sells off and loses value. We talk about this a little bit more in detail in the LPP lesson library. And again, I trade live every morning, which is the second link in the description down below. So if you want to tune on into tomorrow's live session, I hope to see you there. We did have a series of economic reports being released during today's pre-market session. Nothing too significant. The PMI report came in at the 52.5 versus the prior of 51.4. Market didn't really move too much during that time. And then 30 minutes after the market opened, we had the ISM non-manufacturing PMI being released, coming in at 53.4 versus the expectation of 52. So a little bit higher than what was expected, but again, nothing too significant. Overall economic reports, nothing is set to be released tomorrow. And when it comes down to companies that reported earnings pre-market, Caterpillar and McDonald's are the big two. And then Palantir is the one that I'm going to be watching after the market closes. So these are all the stocks that are set to report earnings this week. But again, when it comes down to these market updates, I would love to keep you guys up to date if it is that you guys see value in it and would let you keep you up to date. So all you have to do is drop a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and if you ever have any questions, either comment down below or shoot me a DM via Discord or via Instagram, which is the first or third link in the description down below. I appreciate your time. I hope that earned a thumbs up. I hope to see you for tomorrow's live session, and if so, second link in the description down below. I have a little discount in there for you, and we'll see you at Market Open. Take care, team.